Now on the clause on creating youth empowerment centers, I'd like a clause to be added so that they can also equip people to address mental health challenges among the youth. They want to do it, and it's missing. It's a really important conversation at this day and age, and we really like to see that addressed in the youth bill. Also on the marginalized youth, the bill focuses on helping the marginalized youth in the country, like getting them extra support, and we would like them to also consider marginalized youth such as the street families and young mothers, young single mothers. We recognize that they face a lot of unique issues, that there are not enough institutions that cater towards their needs. Also focusing on the youth registrar and the registration of youth organizations in the country. It's a good move, and it's also, we'd also like to see other stakeholders added, because there are a lot of civil society organizations focusing on the youth, but we'll also like to see other stakeholders, mostly those that provide funding and extra support to youth organizations, being added to the bill, so that we have frameworks that regulate how partnerships are done with the youth organizations and other external stakeholders.
And what caught my eye, I would like to talk about the sport and talent among the youths, and I will really love that they address the issue in that the government to support us youths in our sports, and so that we can match our talents as youths in the music industry, sport industry, art industry, and many other industries. I'd also love to urge the youths to give their views on this bill, so that it may address our challenges as youths, and we will have a good future ahead.
We are carrying out this exercise throughout the country in 8 regions, and all the 47 counties in the country are represented by youth from each of the counties. This bill is very important for the youth of this country, because for the longest time the State Department has not had an act that drives the youth agenda in the country. We needed a legal framework that helps us to develop the youth of our country. The bill again also has introduced the youth fund, and the youth fund will be a successor to the Youth Enterprise Development Fund, which has been in existence by legal notice. But now we want to strengthen the youth fund to be a fund that can fund many of the youth programs that we implement as a State Department. This fund will be funding programs like entrepreneurship, programs like capacity building for the youth. As you are all aware, youth are faced with the problem of unemployment, and we want to solve this problem by bringing in capacity building programs that will equip youth with skills that are employable in the labor market, or skills that can help them employ themselves. The youth bill again has also come up with the Office of the Registrar. The Office of the Registrar is going to be registering youth organizations which have been haphazardly in existence, where we do not know what they do and where they are based. So the youth registrar will be able to have a database that will be able to inform what those organizations do. Again, it will be an office that will be able also to arbitrate on matters or other problems facing the youth in their organizations. For the youth in the creatives, we are saying that we want to equip, or rather to reward through recognition. We recognize the youth who have done well in the creative economy, award them out of their talents, and even at one point commercialize these talents, because the State Department is able to identify, nurture, and commercialize such talents. So that's why we are excited to have the talent and award scheme in the bill. So this bill basically will benefit the youth of our country. I would call upon the youth, actually a clarion call to the youth of this country, to be able to participate. When you attend these sessions, our youth ensure that you participate and give your views so that we can be able to better this bill as it progresses to become an act of parliament. And by so doing, you'll also have felt that you participated at one point in giving your views. So come out in large numbers and try to give your input.
Just a quick remark, this is a good bill. Looking at content of the document, it's a good one. Having participated in the National Youth Council election some times back, where we did not get an opportunity to participate in the formation of that act or that bill towards realization of it as an act. But for this one, I think it's an opportunity coming at the right time when the young people have challenges. You remember the 25th of June, the young people moved out in form of Gen Zs, and they were demanding for opportunities through the government, and I believe this bill comes at the right time. My quick thinking about it is if it could have been possible that the funding, the percentage is anchored in the bill, it could be a good thing to start with. Think of around 5%. We have the CDF, which is allocated between 15%. We have the county government, which has between 15 and 25%. And if the youth could get a percentage of maybe 5% or more, it could come out as a good thing and help the young people. Very importantly, the clause on registrar for the youth, it's a good one. And of course, the thinking around it, having the youth serving organizations being recognized, and of course the youth-led organizations also being key participants. Those are the things I've seen that are very important.